Liam, a frustrating afternoon.
Yeah, of course. I think everything right for me apart from the final bit and obviously the goal we conceded. You know, when you look at so much of it, we created enough chances to win the match. So I think we obviously got an extremely frustrated, disappointed changing room, and rightly so. To totally dominate a game like that and actually create enough chances to win. I think that's the biggest frustration. I think is just the final bit. But no, you look at the guys, you can't question their attitude, their intent, their work rate, all the things that for me you want to see. And yeah, if you produce numbers like that week in, week out, you'll win more matches than you lose. So tough to take right now, but I think we can't hang around. We have to move on and get ready for Tuesday.
Lots of chances. Ice is probably the closest one, you think, in the first half?
Yeah, there was obviously that one. There was the one the keeper spilled second half. There was I think it was more that we got into. I just got told we had 17 shots from inside their box. So when you look at it from that perspective, it comes down to quality. And I think that you can overanalyze probably too much around the week, the game, what everything looks like. But ultimately, it's just quality in the penalty box.
The goal conceded, just a classic counter-attack.
Yeah, it's a disappointing goal to concede. I think we done really well. The guys have done really well defensively in terms of filling the middle of the pitch and stopping anything going through us. And it's one we've spoken around about keeping things outside us. So to allow him inside to get the shot, is obviously frustrating and disappointing. And it changes the game a little bit. It gives them something to hold on to, and it allows them just to sit on the edge of their box and defend. It was disappointing to concede that.
You come up against it all the time where teams get into their formation and their block and it's hard to break them down. Is it just a question of getting out on the training ground and working on the defence v attack stuff?
Yeah, I think it's difficult. I think especially when you're chasing the game like that, the emotion can overtake, and you can start playing with your heart instead of your head, and I think that's the challenge. You can feel it with the fans as well. That frustration starts to build, and we're saying to the guys, you have to stay on task, stay focused. I think of course we want players that are emotionally invested, but not to the point where it stops you. Playing with discipline stops you doing what you need to do for the team to be successful. So it's a tough one to take right now.
What did you make of the debut of Connor Coventry?
Yeah, I thought Connor was solid. I thought obviously had a lot of the ball, I thought he broke play up. I think for a first game, he did well. So I think it's a case now of getting up to speed with relationships, momentum, rhythm. I think they're all the things when you're new to a team that take a little bit of time, and we have to make sure that we can accelerate that so he has a good relationship and a good rapport with the people he's playing with.
And the other Connor, Wickham, how long might it take for him to get up to full match sharpness?
Yeah, I think he's coming in good shape. To be fair, he's lean. He looks fit in training. So I think again it's a case of we have to be careful how we manage him. But at the same point, you see his qualities when he comes on today. The one he pulls out of the air and flicks inside, and he gives us a different dimension to our attack. So I think, like I say, we need to get him up to speed fitness-wise. But I think looking at it, he's coming in good shape.
Corbeanu looks like he's just going to keep getting better and better. He's a real talent, isn't he?
Yeah, again, someone that's brought something different to us. Carries the ball really well, dangerous 1v1, and again got into so many dangerous areas. The challenge now and is ultimately to deliver the final product. But he produces some really really high level moments for us. Like I say, that's the bit for not. I don't want it to seem like it's just the attacking players. It's the collective. We defend together, we attack together. So I think that's a really important one to stress that. It's collectively everybody. Whether it's executing actions with quality, whether it's landing on second balls, whether it's maintaining positive momentum by dictating the ball speed at the back so we can keep attacking. It's a collective effort to make sure that at the end of a game like that we come away with 3 points.
And obviously a defeat today, but you come up against Wickham Wanderers next weekend. You've got the game midweek as well, so you're still right in amongst it all.
Yeah, no, I think that's the biggest thing. I have to give the guys a huge amount of credit. They've bounced back numerous times from results like this. We did it before, so I think what I know in the group is that we'll stick together. We won't get too high, we won't get too low in good and bad moments, and we'll rest tomorrow, do what we need to on Monday, and then we'll go and have a fight and try and get a performance on Tuesday.
Baldwin was forced off the substitutes bench. It's a thin squad anyway. You're hoping to recruit this week?
Yeah, we're hoping for a bit of a busy week, I think, in terms of bringing people in. So, yeah, I think it's a balance, right? That the staff have done a terrific job in keeping the guys focused that are here, and I think that's really important when you see it today. back mid-third out of possession. There were so many positives to take from today. Like I say, it's the final bit. So I think what we have to do is make sure the guys here are good to go, and then we'll work really hard this week to get the right additions.
With those struggles in the final third, is that somewhere you're going to look to strengthen?
I think it's something we're looking at the minute. I think I've said it consistently. It's about getting the right people. I think obviously we changed system today. We played a different shape, which gave us the extra attacker. And said it numerous times. The guys will score goals. When you look at it, it's a case of not getting too frustrated or disappointed. Go away looking, learning from today, and ultimately, like I said, if you produce numbers like that, they'll score goals. I've got no questions on that.
Young Jack Davis back from his loan straight onto the substitutes bench. That shows just how thin you are on the ground at the minute.
Yeah, a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I think we obviously had a few out of our control last week, a few unexpected things, but I don't think it takes away from the game. When you look at the game, it's complete domination and control up to a point. So we know we need to add. We will look to add. We will add this week, and then it's in a case of making sure we're ready to compete Tuesday, do what we can to win Tuesday. And then finish the end of the month with the squad in a good place to keep the momentum from the first half of the season.
We sort of overlooked him yesterday because we're asking about David Kasumu, but Harry Darling again missed out today. How's he getting on?
Yeah, he's progressing well, Harry. He's not far off, to be fair. So that in itself, missing him for a few weeks when he gets back, so arguably like a new signing in itself. So he's progressing well. He's in a good spot. We just have to make sure that we can get him back and keep him back.
You mentioned the change of shape to today's game. Is this something you might see a bit more of?
I'll leave you guessing on that one. Not sure.
And Aidan Baldwin did miss out today. Any words on that?
Yeah, he picked up an ankle injury on Thursday. We tried to have a look at it and give it some time to see where it was at, but he didn't feel comfortable playing on it and said it felt sore. So we made the decision ultimately to change it, and we need to have a look at it and see where he's at.
Connor Wickham obviously made his debut today. Very unlucky to not score right at the death there.
Yeah, I thought he showed a couple of moments of real class, which we know he's got. There were some decent chances at the end, I thought, throughout. And sometimes it's trying to score the perfect goal, and actually, a scruffy second ball or a tap in or own goal, hitting it off someone, a deflection, whatever it might be. Sometimes you need to look for them, them messy, untidy goals as well.
There's been a fair few challenging moments this season. Was losing the three loan players to recalls in the week up there with some of the stuff as part of the challenge?
Say again, sorry.
There's been a fair few challenges this season, but was losing the three loan players in the week leading to this one a bit of a heavy distraction?
I don't think so. I think I think a lot of people will talk about that, but when you look at the game, we totally dominated. So it's not like you're looking at it and going, the lads' heads weren't on it. I think when you look at it, it was just quality in the penalty box. That was it for me. And again, I don't think the lads were distracted at all. To be fair, I think they're a terrific group that have dealt with so many challenges and difficult moments this year. And I think when you look at it, that'll only make us stronger. It'll only make us more resilient and work closer together. So, for me, it was nothing to do with the game.